Alexander Surigiani at 7:08 p.m. September 20th. So there's a piece of this where there's this little terrorist organization stealing my data and my letters and information I add to my letters and claiming it's their archive. And then pretending information I add to my letters, I'm stealing from their archive. Well, I don't even know what an archive is. I don't know who these people are. They're hackers holding me hostage and pretending information I put in my letters is their archive. So don't fall for that bullshit. That's always a lie. Another key point. Whoever this kid is threatening to slander me and murder me and my family and threatening the government to lie for him and not tell the real truth. Someone threatening to slander me, murder me, and my family, that's using intimidation and coercion to influence the policy of the government. So we got ourselves a terrorist, as I said. And these people threatening to slander people, harm people, maim their character, and doing this to a civilian population is intimidating and coercing a civilian population. And if they're threatening to do such to government officials, that's using intimidation and coercion to influence the policy of government. So these people are terrorists, this fart fellow, and whoever the hell else. So why aren't they behind bars, and why aren't people freezing and seizing their assets? Let's wake up. Like I said, when someone's Satan, you don't want people more Satan than Satan to have large sums of money, power, or influence. And you definitely don't want a desperate more Satan than Satan with large sums of money, power, and influence, who people are blackmailing, slandering, and enraging. Because a more Satan than Satan with large sums of money, power, and influence has large sums of money, power, and influence. And if they're wealthy, they know all sorts of people. And that's kind of like poking and prodding a lion in a cage, then opening the door. And then he's also desperate. So he's angry, enraged, desperate, being blackmailed. These people may drop a fucking nuclear warhead on the entire planet. Multiple nuclear warheads on the planet. You should just freeze and seize their assets, get the money, power, and influence out of Satan's hands and people more Satan than Satan's hands and get them in prison. You're not going to... Bad idea to keep poking and prodding more Satan than Satan and Satan. Blackmailing him, poking him, prodding him, slandering him, trying to enrage him. And whatever the hell else you're doing, that's the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. So if there are people blackmailing people who are more Satan than Satan, letting them keep face, have power, influence, and money, that's a disaster waiting to happen. Let's wake up. So you should just freeze and seize the assets of someone more Satan than Satan and remove his power, influence, money. Not a good idea to use him as a puppet because, puppets can revolt and will revolt. And it's better to get the money, power, and influence out of their hands. And keep in mind, these little mind melder people are loyal to no one. So they'll tell you devices are present when they aren't and remove them to help more Satan than Satan trying to get in good with him or her. And now more Satan than Satan is no longer being observed, no longer as easy to control. Then more Satan than Satan will kill them, and then he'll blow up the world or God knows what. So if that's what's going on, really bad idea. You should just freeze and seize the assets of people more Satan than Satan. You don't need a puppet. You need more Satan than Satan behind bars, and he, she, whoever don't need money, power, and influence.